about how you are going to implement this knowledge and skill set to get a job in the into industry. Also, if you are having any interview rounds virtually, you need to turn on your camera. So you have to make sure you're appropriate and you're confident enough to face camera and interview panel.
Exactly. And today's topic is about more on your resume building. So, video resume is something nowadays which is very much highlighted by the HRs and the industry. So, of course, you should know how to face the camera, you should know how to introduce yourself and what they are looking forward for. So, without wasting time, I would humbly request all of you, please quickly turn on your cameras. Hi, Nupur. I can see you. I can
Hello,
see Jyoti.
ma'am.
Hi. Anada. I think y'all are from a different part of cities, right?
Yes, few of them are from India, few of them are from UK.
Wonderful. Okay. How many of you having work experience? All are fresher or they are having work experience?
Ma'am, I have 5 years experience in quality control department.
Okay. Mr. Shubham.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Wonderful. Rest all are freshers.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi. Tipti.
Hi. I have a 3 years of experience in clinical research as a trial master file specialist.
Wonderful. Right.
Camera.
Hi, Shishma.
Hi. Hi, Fatima.
Hi. I can see Suhasini. All right. So, we will not waste time. We will start. I think so. All have switched on the camera, Mr. Gaurav?
Yes, mostly all of them have switched on the camera.
I can see only three of them. One, two, three, four, five, six. Six I can see on camera. Okay, you can trace meanwhile. I'll start with them. Fine. So nice to see all of you here. Thank you for the introduction, Mr. Gaurav. So it's the first
Yeah.
time with this particular team. And definitely few of you are experienced, right? So you must have prepared your resume also. You must have gone through your soft skill sessions also. So in soft skills, first let us just have a quick introduction about soft skills. What do you understand what is soft skills? Or let me put it this way, is it important or it is not important? Dipti, unmute. Unmute.
Sorry. The body language is very important when you are attending any interview. You should be
Is
confident
it
enough.
only body language?
The way you talk, the way you present yourself, um, how confident you are,
Mhm,
uh, definitely your knowledge, your skills, your looks, everything is important. Yeah.
mhm. Okay. So this is what you think is soft skills.
Um,
Okay, we'll keep it fine. Not 100%, but I will keep only 1% what you told right now. But
yeah.
something, a bit of knowledge you know about it. Anyone else can brief me about soft skills? Soft skills is
We,
basically often called as a life skill here. Yes, who was saying? Unmute Jyoti?
we yeah, yes. We need to know about the soft skills also, means like Microsoft and other things also, means how can we turn on things like you told the cameras, and we know about the like how can make the tables, about the Excels and all things.
Mhm. That basically the Microsoft and the Excel comes in the technical skills. It is not a part of soft skills. Soft skills is a part of how you sustain in the industry for the longest duration, like for next 40 years of your career. That is where the soft skills plays the most important role. It includes basically your communication, your presentation, your interpersonal skills, basically, right? How you present your talent, academia wise, your knowledge wise, your technical knowledge wise, you're very strong and sound. Few of you are having an experience also. But after having experience, also, there are certain gaps. When you go for an interview, you always have this thought in your mind. First thing, lack of confidence. Am I right?
Yeah.
That is a major part of soft skills. We call it basically a life skill. So, confidence, if I talk about confidence, so where does it come from? Or how do you measure this confidence?
With the practice.
Practice? No, no. If you are going for an interview, okay,
हा ना, तुला जावं लागेल बरं का.
extremely sorry. I don't know. First time it happened, there is a power off here, but now there won't be any disturbance. Extremely sorry for it. Okay, coming back to the confidence here. When you go for an interview or you have to completely have a new presentation somewhere, what comes in your mind? You always have this excuse. I will say this word excuse. आज मेरा confidence बहुत कम है. Lack of confidence है. Am I right? Yes or no? You always have. Or you
Yes.
pretend that I'm a confident person, but you are not sure that you are confident. Now, why this concept come? From where does this come? You have completed your degree. You have your work experience. You have prepared everything for yourself. Then why this confidence is bothering you? A third person like me, I don't know you. What you are going to tell me about yourself, definitely I'm going to consider that. Right? So I am not going to keep a watch of your past, or I don't have any certain machine which I will check कि past में तुमने क्या किया है. My focus will be what you are in the present. So if you give this excuse, confidence lack hai. So do you measure that confidence? Is there any parameter or thermometer or something where you can measure the confidence? क्या इतना millimeter rise है, इतना centimeter कम है? Then why we have an excuse in our life? Lack of confidence. Of course, we are not learning today about attitude and confidence, but if we get a chance, definitely, I would like to conduct this session on building up your perfect positive attitude and confidence with a psychometric, so that whatever you do in your career, in your life, it would be completely taken care of. Today, our session is more about resume building, right? So many of you must have prepared resumes. So can you just help me to let me know what do you understand and from where have you prepared this resume? Or why do we prepare this resume? All the questions are different, but why is resume prepared? You have one-on-one interaction with the HR, right? Still, they need this document in front of them. Why do they need this document?
To show our work experience and our qualifications and the things that our key achievements that will help us to tell them that we are suitable for the job they are offering.
Mhm. Okay, but when you're sitting in front, they have the documents, then why do they ask this question? Tell me something about you. This is by default first question by the HR. Run me through your profile. Tell me something about you. Have you ever thought why they question you? Not yet, right? So I am leaving this question here itself. We will start understanding what is resume. Fine. Now, okay. For few of you, I think all are having work experience, or is there anyone here around fresher? Anyone fresher here? Okay. All right. So I will take care of both the things for fresher as well as for experienced people also. We are just trying to understand resume, which is a document which we provide to the HR for the interview to sustain for our career to know about ourselves. All right. So why it is important? We are just going to learn the standard format. Rest you can just shuffle it according to your thoughts. But you have to understand and get it prepared later on. Right? Nowadays in MNC, ChatGPT, Gemini, all this have AI tools have made our life very easy. You put it, copy and paste, right? That is what maximum of you do. Trust me, class. HRs do not entertain any AI tool's resume. They want humans. Humans have created AI. AI have not created humans, right? So we need to understand first what and why we are preparing it. So I'm sharing a whiteboard here. Let me make you understand by writing. First, we will understand the complete document, what it is, right? Mr. Dora,
Yes.
there is no white screen, whiteboard here. I can't see the whiteboard.
Let me check.
It's basically on the share, right? It's in the share screen usually. Yesterday only I had one online class. I can't see here.
I'm checking with it.
Okay. Meanwhile, I use the chat. Is that okay, class?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, first we will understand different type of documents, right? So the first document which I will take is biodata. Okay. Now, what is biodata and where is it used and how many pages? What do you mean by this word biodata? Biodata is more about our biological information, right? What we are, our blood group, our height, our skin color, everything. And do you think so it is required to the MNCs? No, right? So biodata is basically one pager. Like from past 10, 15 years, matrimonial sites use this biodata, but biodata is moreover for the government purposes to prepare our ID cards for college admissions, school admissions. To know our biological information, we prepare by biodata. Biodata contains your parents' information, your photographs, and all rest of that family detail, right? The second, usually we have heard a lot about this CV. What is the difference between a CV and a resume? What is the difference between a CV and a resume? Shubham sir, you are having experience. You might have heard something. I would again humbly request, please switch on or turn on your cameras. Yes, class. What is the difference between a CV and a resume?
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Can you click on share button? There you will be having an option to start a Microsoft whiteboard.
Uh, See, I have only three things right now: Chrome tab, window. If I click on window, that's webinar soft skills, which I can see, and the entire screen. I cannot see any option for whiteboard. That is where I am confused.
Okay.
But- One minute, one. Okay, yeah. Got it. Got it. Am I able to share the screen? Class, can you see? Okay. No, it's gone off. Okay, wait. Let me continue here only right now. Meanwhile, I will check out in the break time. All right. So I was asking you this question. What is the difference between a CV and a biodata? What is the full form of CV? You must have heard maximum time more CV rather than resume. So
Is it
what?
curriculum vitae?
Curriculum.
It's a curriculum vitae. Okay, what do you mean by it?
I think that a resume is a short description of your work experience in bullet points, while a CV is a longer document which explains about your work experience in detail.
Okay. Uh, can you please tell me what do you mean by the word resume? Class, I want to know the meaning, a synonym of the word resume. You might have whoever is working, so I will be resuming back soon. This is a common word used in the sentence. So what do you mean by resume? Whatever achievement, your education, whatever it is, you keep on updating, right? So where you will update your career things in resume. Am I right? Now, if I ask you, what is CV? Again, coming back, curriculum vitae. Okay, curriculum is only academic. Am I right? Then what is vitae? Is vitae an English word? Is
Ma'am, is it
vitae?
like Greek or Latin?
It's a French word of resume. It's a simple, and we are not only speaking about academics. It's a personal achievements. There is an hobby in it. What is our vision, right? So why we use CV? There is no difference between an experience or the fresher right now for you. So your CV will be little kept aside, and we prefer more the English word, which is resume. We are professional, so we will start using a documented word, which is resume. All right. Can I use this, Nupur? I think so. You have done it, right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I can offer it. Fine. So, am I clear with this? So, resume is for fresher as well as for experience. If you are fresher, and if you are a fresher, more than if you're an experience, having an experience more than 5 years, beyond 5 years, of course, your resume will be for more pages. Then the document title will change. The document title from resume will change to work profile. Am I clear? What will be the title? It will be work profile. Your work profile starts with minimum 4 to 5 page, which goes beyond it. Means your work speaks more rather than your academia, right? That time we do not use the title resume. If, of course, we are not supposed to share that, but like if I talk about my profile is pretty long, though I have cut short it has become 16 pages. My work profile right now currently is of 36 pages. I cannot use the title of the document resume, right? So very near future, after 4 5 years, definitely when you will be doing multitasking projects, it will be more than 4 pages of your resume. You have to add the title work profile, where your summary and all the details will be coming. Clear, all of you here? Understood the difference between these documents, right? So please use the title resume rather than CV. So there is no difference that CV is for experience of fresher or resume is for experience of fresher. We have to understand what type of a document it is, right? So let's start with the format of the document. Of course, we will write the name first. So how do you write the name? Your first name and your last name. If you want to add a title like Miss or Mr., try avoid using Mrs. because that is your individual identity. If you want to add, you can add, but that doesn't matter any which way, right? Miss is always accepted. You are an individual, independent entity. Clear, all of you, right? So here, your first name and your last name. Please do not mention like your middle name of your father or anything because this document contains your information, right? Same, in the same line. No, 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 not kidding. Same line in your resume, you will add your address. Now, your address will be clearly in 3 lines. In between, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to question. 3 lines. Now, in this 3 lines, first line, it will be your house number, your building number, whatsoever it is, right? Or the sector, whatever it is. Second line, by default, it will be a city or the area or the not a landmark, just an area or the city. And the third will be the city and the pin code. That's it. You don't have to write a story of your address behind KFC, next to railway station, next to this college. So this lengthy process you have to avoid. Then after that comes your contact details. Now, contact number, it is said that please do mention 2 contact numbers. First contact number, by default, it should be your contact number where you are available 24/7. But unfortunately, something happens. And if there is a call from the company or any of the HR, maybe you're on hold and they want you to join. All right. So the second contact person should be the person who can update or inform you immediately. Please try avoid giving your friend's contact number. At times, your friends do not entertain, they do not respond properly, and you lose that particular opportunity. Coming from an HR background, this I have personally faced it. All right. So try to avoid this. Then the same line you will, or the next line, you will add your email ID. Everyone email ID? Email ID is said to be @gmail.com. Hope so. No other email ID. Anyone here? Is everyone email ID is on Gmail?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, most important thing regarding the email, your email ID, your ID name should reflect either your first name or your last name, because this is not going to change any moment. This is going to be the same for rest of your career. This is the mode of your contact. So please, if your name is not reflecting, please create one proper Gmail ID. For example, proper in the sense your ID should reflect, it should not be like Lucy, Sweetie, Cutie. All right. It should be your any of your proper name, the first name or the second name. Clear? Then, if you want to mention your LinkedIn ID, please do mention. Perfect. If you have your Insta ID, you can mention that also. That's not a problem. Then comes your career objective, which is the most important part of your resume. Your career objective, you have to actually search your career objective. Related to your domain, you will find several career objective listed in the Google. Try to understand it. Select 2 or 3 out of it. Understand. Take time. You will need 3-4 days to understand it. Then please edit one of the best career objective for yourself and paste it here. It should not be straight away the copied and the pasted one. It should be have a vision. It should be having a career opportunities and the concept of your particular domain. Your career objective should not be more than 3 lines. 2, 3. I can't. It's not scrolling up. All right. Then the next. What will be the next? After career objective comes your academics. First, we will prepare this and then we will learn what is resumes, right? Here comes your qualification. Qualification, basically you can prepare in two format in the sense like one would be the tabular format and one would be the simple format. What parameters you need to add in your qualification, that you need to understand. Like when your HR looks at it, so the HR should not have a question, okay, where are you from, which is the school from, what is your percentage or whatever it is, right? So in this qualification, first, like if you write, that should be your SSC. If anyone from CBSE or ICSE board, please you will mention according to your board, right? Then same line after SSC, Which school means institute. Which institute you have completed your SSC. So you will write your school name. For example, I'll write mine. All right. Now, which place, which city was this? So you have to write your city name. Put a comma, you will write a city. So my schooling is from Mumbai. All right. After that, which boards? If you feel right, you can please add it. Board. Now, SSC, it is understood that it will be a SSC. Which board? I have appeared from Maharashtra board. So if I want to give all the detail, I will use your Maharashtra board. All right. Fine. If it is ICSE or CBSE, of course, it will be a Delhi board. If you're not from Maharashtra board, if it is a Gujarat board, if it is a Karnataka board, if it is a Delhi board, please, according to the board, mention it. So it is very much clear and detailed about what you have done. And at the end, if you want to write the grading, you write the grading. If you want to mention the percentage, please mention the percentage sign also. For example, let's take it this way, 60 points. All right, all of you. This is a professional way of writing a resume where everything is clearly highlighted. The second line, you will mention your HSC. If anyone here who have not done HSC and done diploma, anyone here who have not done HSC and done diploma, so please, in the second line, mention your diploma. All right, and the same way. And after that, what you have completed, your graduation. So the same way you will write your graduation. If you have done post-graduation, if you have done your MBA or any higher education, in the fourth line, do mention that higher education. Clear, all of you? This will be the 4 lines of it. After this, it comes your work experience or your project. What do you think? What will come now after this? After your education, do you think work experience should be mentioned or project should be mentioned? What should be the flow? Yes, what should be the flow? The flow should be your project. The projects which you have done during your, sorry?
Project will come first, then work experience.
Exactly, because after your academics or during your academics, what you have done is project. So let us go step 5. So about your first project, whatever you have done. So the title of the project, okay? Then the duration. Now, duration of the project, we don't need the dates. We need the month and the year. For example, let's take March 2022. For 3 months, if we take a 3 months project also, so March, April, May. March to April, April to May, and May to June. So that is how that 3 months complete. So I will mention here June 2022. Clear? Then I will write here the description of the project. Your description of the project, again, it should be 3 lines. It should not be in 1 line. Clear? So this is about the first project. Then about the second project means projects are basically internship programs also. If not from academic, if you have done apart from your academic also, please do mention it. It is very important, right? Then after your project, what it could be? Any idea? You have prepared the resume. Your technical skill. Now, which technical skill? Skill which you have done it with a proper certification, which was not there in your academic. Apart from your academic, you have done some extra technical skills. Those technical skills you need to mention here. Clear, all of you? Like when I started, someone said about the Excel. Excel will also come here. Clear? Then after the technical skills, here comes your work experience. If you have. Okay. Now in work experience, um, Nupur, can you just scroll this down? I can't see the later sheet. Okay. In work experience, if your work experience, if it is more than 2 years plus, then only mention it. If your work experience is less than 2 years, please do not mention it. It is not counted. They actually the question rises for your stability. All right. And every HR and every organization, when they interview you, they check for your stability for a longer duration and your reliability. All right. So your your work experience matter. I'll just remove this because I cannot scroll it down, so I can't see what to write. I'll just wave off this. Then, after your work experience, what you need to write is your achievements. Your achievement should not be more than 10 achievements. Max to max 10 achievements is okay. Your participation is also an achievement. If you have any particular certification, so you can also add another parameter of certification. All right. So your achievement will not be when you have grown up and you have achieved something. From your childhood days till date, not the repeated one. The repetition will be in a single line. Like I have participated in a cricket competition in my second standard, then this district level. In my eighth standard and 10th standard, I played this and won the match. So that will be in a single line. It won't be repeated. Clear in this achievements? Then certification. If any proper certification, technical will be different. That will come under the technical one, not in this. So technical certifications you don't have to mention here. Maybe, for example, if you got a certification for soft skills, for designing thinking, okay, any extra certificate that you will mention under the certification parameter. Then after certification, here we will make a personal column with a personal details. In personal details, by default, the first thing which will come is your date of birth. What is the format of writing date of birth? Class, what is the professional format of writing a date of birth? Professionally, we do all these mistakes. Yes, please. What is
DDMMYY, month, date,
explain
month, and year.
how? Let's take today's date. Yes, class? It's wrong, it's okay. Please don't feel yourself embarrassed or anything. I want you to do mistake. If we'll do mistakes, we will learn in the better way. Become the best losers. Then only you will become the best learners. We'll take today's date. 15th March 2025. This will be the format of writing your date of birth. Please do not use any abbreviations like DOB. That is casual. This resume, this document is used for a professional skills, right? Y'all are professionals. So it's not a casual one. So we have to maintain all the professionalism in this. Clear? Then, gender. Why do we write gender? Why do we write gender? HR knows that you're a male or you're a female. Then why do we write gender? There are two things for this. One, to maintain the database where it is required. Another thing, nowadays the names are like very common. Like we cannot understand it's a male or it's a female. For example, I'll give you where I was conducting a drive personally, and I was really very confused. When I went through the resume, I thought it's a girl, it's a female, and what I saw was a male. So, for a timing to come back to that particular stage again and understand how to interview back, we also somewhere get confused. Now, a simple name like it was a name Kiran. So, Kiran, it's a male also, it's a female also. All right. So, that's the reason gender, when you're writing about yourself, so your gender is important. Please try to avoid giving your marital status. It doesn't matter if you're married or if you're not married. Okay, that is something which is personal. Here we are talking about professional, which is personal. Okay, so here, but later it's your choice. If you want to write, you write. Otherwise, I won't recommend you. Then comes your nationality. Why nationality? Why nationality? They know you are Indian with the name, with the profile, and everything. Why nationality? If you have another nationality, that is also perfectly okay. Nationality is something how patriotic we are. We are proud to be an Indian. We show that we love our India. So that where we can show it here in the resume, right? I told you, whatever you write in the resume, it is completely about you. So somewhere indirectly you mention nationality because you show the patriotism in professionalism that we are human first, then we are Indian. If you don't have the nationality of India and if you're from any other country, yes, please do mention because you have to be proud about your own country. Clear, all of you? Yeah. Then, languages known. First language. First language.
Mother tongue.
Fortunately, no.
English.
Why?
English.
Yes, perfect. Why? Why English?
Be- because English is the need for the miss educations also and the in professional like industry also.
English is a global language. That's why English is the first language. All right. Second language. If you are an Indian citizen, what is our national language?
Hindi.
Hindi.
Perfect. Then, what is your native language? For
Marathi.
example, my native language is Gujarati. So I will write Gujarati here. Okay. After your native language, the languages which you know, you will mention here. For example, Marathi, which I know Persian, so I will mention Persian here, and whatsoever languages you know. Clear, all of you? Try that you know one extra language. If you don't know, please enroll in Duolingo or any of the extra language course. But it is very important for your profile. Fine, all of you till here? Then comes your hobby. Should I mention hobby or hobbies? What do you think? Singular or plural?
Hobbies.
Okay. So you know what is your hobby?
Yes.
Or you have copy pasted from somewhere?
No.
You're 80% in your HR round. You are rejected on hobby space. Your hobby is a calculation of your entire question and answers at resume. You don't know how to present. What you write and what you say is a huge gap and a huge difference. Now we are going to learn resume saying. Okay, this was just a professionally way we have prepared it. Simple, clear, and understandable, right? One more thing I forgot. Hobbies I'm leaving blank because it's a huge thing which I will explain you. If your address, which you had written initially, right?
Okay, sir.
Uh, if your address is not your permanent address, then you have to write again in that 3 lines your permanent address. Okay, so your address, if it is not the same, then you will write it. If your permanent address and your current address is the same, so you will leave as it is. Am I clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how do you end this document? It's a document, right? Your resume. How do you end this? What do you write at the end of your resume?
References if needed.
References you want to
Reference.
give, or the references who is already working in the organization? Which reference you would like to give? Who is seeking for the job or who is already working in the organization?
Who is already working in the
Like,
organization.
Okay. So do you think so you really need references? You are not knowing yourself. Why you need
references. References means like I'm available, available the immediately, or some we can give the references in that
no.
like that.
So
No.
no. That shows too much greediness. That is not professionalism. Professionalism, we are here presenting professionalism. So we have to intact and keep ourselves very professional here. So don't show that. Just leave it. Please, I would humbly request do not share references. Why references not? Because you are quite capable to get the job. Why do you need someone's support? Right? And if you go for the references, you don't know the person who is working in that organization is really capable of that particular reference or not. right? So it's a humble request that you don't give reference. It will be really very nice. So that you're independent, capable, your profile is capable to get the job. Why you want to be dependent on someone? Don't ever show dependency. All right. So after that, yes. At the end, what? How do you end your resume? How do you end a resume? I have seen in many of the resumes, they end with declaration. How many of you agree with declaration? In declaration, they write like, hereby, whatever I'm declaring is truly right and corrected with all the whole soul information. How many of you agree with reference with declaration? Only one person? Shubham, okay. Ma'am, two of you. Mhm. Only two of you. Where are the rest of the class? Now tell me one thing, okay? Let us understand what is declaration. Why do you write declaration, or why do you want to write a declaration? Or where is this declaration used? Yes, please. Where is this declaration used?
I have seen a declaration at the end of the company's form that they ask us to fill for the information.
Right? And who stamps and signs? That is a company form and the company format. We are here learning only the standard format. If the company is providing any format, that is a complete different story. All right? That we will understand why it is different. Right now, we are talking about I'm going for a walk in interview. I have prepared my own resume, which I'm submitting in front of you. So I am submitting a document about my professionalism, right? So I am ending with declaration. So who am I right now? I'm no one. I am just a person. I'm just a single professional. So how can I declare it? A declaration is used where you will have a proper stamp with an appropriate authorized person signatures. Then only you can declare. Declaration is used in a legal, basically a legal document where you get an authorized stamp and signature. But this is just an informatory document. Why you want to make it legalized? Why you want to make it authorized? Right? And it's a resume you keep on updating. Whenever it's an informatory document, at the end, it's very simple. Type place, okay? The other end, type just date or signature, whatever you feel like. Signature. That's it. Done. But that should not be typed. The day of your interview, you are going to write it handwritten. If you are submitting a soft copy, then you can type and use a digital signature to it. Am I clear? Declaration, please avoid it until and unless the company is not providing you the format of their own. If you're presenting self, please avoid it. Right? Give a digital signature, place where you're from, and the date. Is this okay? Now, can we learn this? Fine. You have prepared a resume. How are you going to present a resume? Very first question. Tell me something about you. Run me through your profile. Brief me through your profile. Tell us something about this particular resume. All right. Or this could be the question. Tell me something which is not there in your resume. How are you going to present this profile? Can anyone try? Say class. Understand. Just follow this 6 points. Very short information, but crispy. How you will make it short and crispy? Just can I delete all this? I'm not able to see the screen only. Okay, 6 points. First, name. Second, place. Third, your qualification. Fourth, sorry. Fourth, what is next in your resume? What is the flow of your resume? Project. Right or wrong? Projects or your work experience. Will write work experience like this. Okay? Or your internship program, whatever it is, you will mention it this. Fifth, your technical skills, if any. Sixth, sixth will be your achievement. Okay? And seventh will be your hobby. Now, while answering with the six particular thing, okay, now you have prepared your resume, so you have understood it. What if the first thing in your resume, you know what mistake basically candidate do while interview or during the interview? When we sit for the drive, of course, I come from an HR background. I have not mentioned it more detail about myself, as I told you. So when I used to conduct drives, that time what it used to happen, they used to prepare a resume, but they did never used to understand a CV or a resume, whatever they used to prepare. So they used to tell us, I'm coming from a nuclear family. I have a father in my. When we used to ask them a question, tell me something about you. They used to just start. Uh, my father is so and so. My name is so and so. Good afternoon. I'm coming for an interview. Very casual. Now, as an HR, I have to check what the person is saying and what the person have documented. Is it correct or not? So while checking, if I have to keep on searching what you are saying, definitely I will be distracted. The same thing with you also. For example, let's take one of your science book, your chemistry book. If a chemistry first chapter definition is in the seventh chapter, your seventh chapter's conclusion is in the second chapter, your second chapter question is into fifth chapter, and fifth chapter answer is into the fourth chapter. Will you be confused? You will, teacher, your faculty will be very well prepared. But when you are searching, you won't be focused. The same thing happens with the HR. So here you need to understand it is about you who is going to present yourself. So you don't have to make them search and get them distracted. You have to make them focus. This is what you are. All right. So when we start with the introduction, like I'll give you a simple way of introduction. Please have an acknowledgement skill. All right. You need to say, certainly, why not? My name is Fatema Tinwala. I have born in a very beautiful city which is called Mumbai, the most busiest and the fastest life of India. About my qualification, as you can see, I have completed my BA in psychology. About my project, I would like to tell you I have completed two projects during my academy. So let me tell you about my first project. So just little, not detailing, a very little storytelling type, brief them about. So this was all about my project. Let me update you about my technical skills. So while during my project, did understand that certainly Java is really very important. So I completed my certification and my technical skills in advanced Java. About my achievement, yes, there are many achievements which are listed in my resume. So I would like to tell you or share with you one of my most memorable achievements. Why memorable? Because you are motivating, you have got a message, you have learned the message, and you are sharing the message to the society, not because the parents were happy, my kids were happy. No, achievement, most memorable achievement, you will share it in this way, like when I was awarded for the first time, it gave me the strength to make other people qualify equally, to get them placed, and that became my passion. So completely I was overwhelmed with this particular achievement, where it showed me a long-term vision of my career and about myself. Clear? Then, as you can see about my hobby, I really cook well whenever I do get time. So when, especially after cooking, when I serve and garnish the dishes and serve it to my friends and family, it gives me a lot of happiness. So this is all about me. You ended up a professional discussion. During interview, what mistakes a candidate do is they just answer in yes and no, and they fail. Your HR is looking a professional personality, right? So it's an interaction, two-way discussion. It's not just okay. If I ask you a simple question like this, anyone, please do answer this question. You had your lunch, class?
Yes, yes. I
Okay,
had puri bhaji in the menu and I enjoyed it.
okay. But I did not ask you today. You had your lunch.
Yes,
My, but very nicely you explained. Yes, I had puri bhaji, right? So, what we do basically when any this type of question arises, we simply answer yes or no. Like, for example, are you ready to relocate? Are you ready to relocate?
yes,
Yes.
yes.
If
I
your
ready to relocate.
if your answer is yes, please be very firm. Certainly, why not? Relocation cannot be the barrier of my career. And if your answer is no, also, please be very specific. Certainly, I would have opted to relocate, but due to some major problem for next 2 years, I won't be unfortunately able to relocate. Don't use no and yes. Please use a complete sentence over it. Right? All of you?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The other question, like, tell me something which is not there in your resume. How will you answer this question? Please answer. At least give a try. It's okay.
I will tell them about my hobbies and which is related to the job job they are looking for. Like
But it is already there in the resume, now your hobby and your job related thing.
yeah, yeah. If I haven't mentioned it, that if they ask me about the hobbies, then
But hobby is
we-
something which you have to mention it.
okay.
Good try. Yes. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, I'll share my experience. I have faced many candidates like they have told, yes, ma'am, I really love to eat pani puri. So how does it matter to your HR that you love to eat pani puri? Ma'am, I cannot mention here. I have a work experience. This is not there in my resume, but I cannot share it because I don't have 2 years work experience. I like to sleep more. This all sort of, sorry to use this word, but stupid answers we get it. Rather, they don't understand professionalism, and we need to understand the professionalism. Observe, listen, and then answer. Giving the answer in this way. Tell me something which is not there in your profile or not there in your resume. So I would answer, certainly, I would have answered something which is not there in my resume, but whatever I am here today, everything is mentioned in my resume. So, can I say, and start with the 6 points. Do not go out from your resume. If you're going out from your resume, you are trapped and you are not able to solve any sort of answers. Am I clear? Of course, if we get a chance, we will definitely, I'll try to uh, conduct one batch for your PI sessions also, so that it would be helpful and better way to solve your question and answers in front of HR too. Now, am I clear with the second one? Tell me something which is
Yes, ma'am.
not there in resume. So you will answer, I'm repeating again, you will answer in a very simple way. Certainly and confidently. Certainly, I would have answered something which is not there in my resume, but whatever I am has been mentioned in my resume. So can I tell you? And go ahead with this. Clear, all of you? Then I want to know from you, before I take care of hobby, what is the difference between hobby, interest, and liking? Yes, class, I'm expecting answer from you. What is the difference between hobby, interest, and liking?
Hobby is something which you really like to do on a regular basis, and interest is something you can find interesting for some limited time, and liking is whatever makes you happy.
So then I think your hobby and liking is the same only.
Yeah, kind of.
No? There is a
Yeah.
meaning. All three different words
Sorry.
have three different meanings. No, that's a good try. It's okay. We have to understand so that you don't make any mistake. When you know what you have learned, you are almost very confident to answer your HR. There's a very thin difference between a hobby, interest, and liking. But yes, of course, there is a difference. Please, anyone can try. Someone from the team, please try. Okay, I'll share this with you. Listen carefully, all of you. Hobby. We are born with a hobby from our childhood days till date, whenever we get chance, whenever, maybe after a month, after 2 months, 6 months, but which really internally gives you happiness to do that, which you're doing from your childhood days till date and till your end of your life. That is hobby. You are built with it. Okay. Second, interest. Interest keeps on developing. I am interested in watching movies. I am तो आज इंटरेस्ट है कल नहीं है कल दूसरा इंटरेस्ट हो जाएगा okay so there will be a difference between the interest right and liking I like to watch movies but I don't like so liking is something I just like to watch that's it right now you just like to listen but you don't like to answer so that is liking okay which you just observe but you don't do interest you do which keeps on generating creating and changing and hobby is something which is never changed okay so we will learn hobby today fine and how you're going to answer it and what your hr wants okay that particular answers we will learn regarding the hobby is that okay so that you will understand what is your particular hobby is it fine so here I would be listing all the hobbies here so please help me your hobbies okay first I'll write my hobby cooking traveling chalo chalo class please help me
Knitting,
reading
painting,
playing
coloring.
cricket,
writing okay writing that could be poems or stories whatever it is okay poems or stories I'm sorry did you say
playing cricket,
sorry can you repeat
playing sports,
sports sports okay
Photography,
sports I'll take this trekking
plant, planting trees,
dancing singing
Baking,
sorry
baking, dancing, photography.
photography yes
planting
photog
trees,
sorry
planting trees, gardening,
garden okay gardening uh, drawing painting uh, sorry sketching yes please drawing painting sketching what else collecting stamps coins antiques whatever it is okay yes
Time pass.
I'm sorry. Someone right now said something. Can you please repeat?
Learning different languages.
That is your interest.
Oh, okay.
You're interested in learning the language. That cannot be a
Yeah.
hobby. What else? How can I forget this? Listening music, right? Most of you. What else? Watching movies. Yes, you can in fact type also if you don't want to speak over the mic, you can type. If you might have heard that this could be a hobby, you can also. Sudoku, that is your interest. Sudoku would be the interest or your liking. It can't be your hobby. Okay? So I will not even mention here. We have a little space. Anyone, anything else?
Mm,
Yoga. So I will mention your gymming and yoga or meditation. Again, this is not a hobby, but we will learn. Okay. Anything else? Anyone here?
fishing. Fishing.
Baking, that comes under cooking.
No, no, fishing. Fishing.
Fishing.
Yes.
Okay. Fishing, of course, cannot be a hobby nowadays. It comes with a certain acts. What else? Yes, class? You can type if something comes in your mind. Okay. Till now, this much. Can we read and understand this? Meanwhile, something comes in my mind, I will also definitely share with you. All right. Now, cooking, already I told how you are going to explain your hobby cooking. Now, cooking was something from my childhood days with a few small utensils I used to collect, keeping all toys aside, and that is what I used to do. So I started cooking almost at the age of when I was in the fifth standard, sixth standard, and yes, whenever I get time, I do that. Got it? So this is something becoming my hobby. Means whenever I get time, in spite my interest is reading books, right? I'm more interested in reading books, more interested in updating things, but that cannot be my hobby. All right. Now, because reading books is something which I do it for myself and which keeps on changing. I like it or interested when I want certain knowledge for myself. That time I do it. All right. So cooking is something which I am doing from my childhood and always I would prefer to do that. I get a very rare chance to cook, maybe once in a year or twice. As per my schedule of work, I don't get time. So depending on that, that is my hobby. Fine, all of you. So this is how you will explain. Then traveling. How many of you like traveling? Or can someone please explain me what do you mean by the word travel? Class, please let me see your beautiful faces. It's like I'm just teaching a screen. I can't see any one of you. Please turn on your camera. Exposures to new place. Instead of exposure to the new place, it is exploring. But which place? You like exploring sightseeing, exploring only beaches, exploring historical places, or what? Because in resume, when we write traveling, traveling means from one destination reaching the other destination. So do you do that only? No. Since your childhood days, you always like to watch scenic places. So you like to explore beaches, right? Sightseeing. Third, what could be? I told you, historical places. Of course. Why not? Historical places also includes temple religious places. So instead of bifurcating into religious places, we can make it historical places. Is that okay? That also includes like many different type of monuments, museums, many things, right? So what is particular which always you feel whenever you get time gives you happiness, you mention it. Clear? So try that you little expand or explain word travel. Then reading, writing, poems or stories. If you read from your childhood days, you might be reading several stories. What type of stories do you read? That matters, which shows your personality. What type of story? Fictionaries, love stories, dramatic, mysterious, or horror. If your hobby is reading or writing some horror stories, please do not mention. Okay, because horror of course gives a lot of stress, and hobby is something relaxing the stress for yourself also and for the other also. So please mention it very clearly that you like to read some good stories, and if they ask you, can you please tell me which story did you like the most and why? Pick up one character which you always have been observing since your childhood days till date, and you must have definitely uh, given many thoughts about that character, and you have also implemented few good things about it. Maybe the character could be negative. Let's take a negative character like Adolf Hitler. He was a dictator, but he had one good quality as a leader: decision making. We can take it in the positive way, not all the negative qualities, right? So you have to mention it in this way also. Am I clear here? Okay. Going ahead with sports. Sports again is an interest and it's a liking, or it could be a profession nowadays, right? So adventurous sports cannot be your hobby. Please do not mention this in your hobby. Trekking is again adventurous sport. That's your interest. Climbing. I really like trekking, but I have never done it. Got it? So here you show three different things in this. Dancing and singing. Anyone here dancing and singing? Or have you ever participated in any dancing or singing competition? Of course, here I will not ask you to sing or dance. But can you just answer this question to me? Anyone here? Singing and dancing?
Yes, ma'am. I have participated in this year annual day function
Okay,
in my
wonderful. In dancing or singing?
dancing, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. So, Shubham, right? Shubham, what if you
Yes,
get a
ma'am.
chance, if we hire you today and if we give you a chance to participate in an inter competition or on the stage, like there are many competitions going over the stage, right? On the television channel. So, what if we give you an opportunity to participate? Will you opt it?
I will definitely participate and giving my best to do.
Okay. Shubham, here they are putting a trap onto you. Okay, it shows like if you get a chance, you will never stick to our organization. You can quit any moment of time, and your passion, your interest is completely into dancing. So my company work is unstable somewhere, right? Got my point? So here
Yes, ma'am.
you have to particularly mention, certainly I am a very good dancer, and if I really get a chance from this organization to take a part, I would be proud to participate, but not in the disturbing my profession or the career. But if I win, that will be a winning edge for the organization which I would be working for. So here it will clearly show that your career goal is different, which you have mentioned in your career objective. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Do not make
Yes,
this
ma'am.
hobby as your profession, which many of you do. Same with photography also. Photography nowadays is a profession. They might give you a good chance for everything, which they really don't have. They just put a trap. Don't get into the trap. Just keep it away. Fine? All of you? Here? Same thing. Singing. You're an amazing singer, no doubt. Okay? But where? In the group, in bathroom, in your room to lower down your stress, and good romantic and melodious songs, not sad songs or as per the situation songs. You have to maintain that also. Clear? So you it shows a lot of positive thought about a person. Your HR basically check you on three things. I'm repeating. Sustainability, how long you will be there in our organization or with us, right? Your thought process. Is it positive? Is it creative? How innovative you could be? All right. And are you a good learner? Means, will you be able, means trainable or not? Will we be able to train or not? Means you are a good listener, good learner, and a good loser. So this is how they check over this particular question when you submit your resume. All right. Then gardening. Of course, gardening can be a hobby. So how can you explain gardening as your hobby? Exactly. Yes, gardening is my hobby because I have seen this from my childhood days. Like when I had sowed a seed, when a small bud just came up, and later on I got a flower over it, and it started blossoming. It gave me a lot of happiness. So nurturing, good nurturing gives a lot of fruits and a lot of happiness. That actually taught me, and this is what I always do when I have a leisure time with me, which gives me happiness. So gardening can be a part of your hobby, right? Not profession right now. Okay? Collecting stamps and coins. When it comes to collecting stamps and coins, please do not give an exact count. Like how many stamps you have collected. So if you know there are 80 stamps or 80 coins, please do not mention a correct number. You always have to use this word approximately. Approximately, I have collected somewhere around 100 to 200 coins, 100 to 110 coins. That's it. Okay? Different countries, which gives me happiness. And it's been years or ages I've been collecting this. That's it. Then comes riding and driving. How many of you like to ride and drive? Please answer me so that I can move forward. Yes, riding and driving. Riding is two-wheeler and horse. Driving is, of course, four-wheeler. So they might ask you multiple different type of questions, your HR, to know your personality. Are you an aggressive personality? Are you a passive personality? Are you an assertive personality? This is a part of soft skills. Hope so you know that, right? So they check your personality. If I hire you today, how you will be with my team, with my organization. All right. So here, definitely let's take Shubham. Just interact with me. All right. So Shubham, uh, in riding bike, I might ask you like, which is your favorite bike? So you might say some sports bike or something. So what is the maximum speed of bike you have crossed?
19, 19 km/h.
Wonderful. I have Shubham crossed somewhere around 120. I'm a very rash rider, trust me, and I enjoy. You know, during riding, what is the most enjoying part? Especially for me, when I ride a bike, I enjoy chasing people. When they are
Yes,
frustrated, when they yell, it gives me a lot of joy.
yes,
So I harass people over the road. I trouble them. That gives me happiness. So that's why I increase my speed. You don't
definitely.
have to say all this. Okay? This is the trap which they will put it. My candidates whom I have conducted drives, they get along with me. Yes, ma'am, I have drawn, I have ride this bike and I have crossed. You know, one of the passenger was like annoying, giving me abusive words, but I enjoyed a lot. This shows your real personality. Don't do that. Okay, you have to say, certainly I enjoy riding bike. I just like the wind which blows over me, where I do take care of safety a lot. So I have never crossed the speed limit more than 70, I guess. So I always take care in between 60 to 70. That is the highest speed which I move ahead. All right.
Right.
This is the highest speed which I cover. Clear, all of you? So it just gives you happiness. You don't trouble people. Don't show your personality in a negative way. Fine? Yes. Then comes, okay. Uh, I think I missed something here. Drawing, painting, and sketching. Here comes color related. Here comes another job opportunity. If you're a good sketcher, they might ask you that do you sketch images if I give you a certain pictures or something? You say yes, then they give you an opportunity or something. Again, a second profession. Why we cannot opt for the second profession? Because as per the Indian law in India, dual employment is illegal. Because of that reason, we do not move it. Right? Class, are you all there? I can't see anyone's face, please.
Yes.
I can't see anyone. Please turn on your camera if you can. All right. Then, drawing and painting. If you are a good painter or a drawer, I would just give a different type of situation. Maybe I might give you a piece of paper and ask you which will be the first color as a painter you would like to put into this. So you will have a choice of color of your own. So which one color you would like to put in this and why? Colors show your personality. During your PI, they ask you, na, which is your favorite color, or why do you like this color? Why you're wearing this color shirt? How will you answer? Yes, class. Please, can you answer me? For example, if my hobby is painting, and if I have been given one choice to add a color on it, okay, first I would select a color paper because my favorite color is white. White, why? Because it resembles my personality somewhere. White is a color which blends along with the rest of the color and create a complete new blossom color. All right. So my personality, when I gel up with people around, I create a different, and the environment is differently created. All right, a happy environment. Or else, why white is my favorite color, or I would like to add in this because white is also the color of peace, and somewhere my personality is very calm. I'm a little not very introvert, a little introvert. So it resembles completely with my personality. That is the reason I love this color white. All right. If your color is blue, so my favorite color is blue because it resembles with sky, where sky doesn't have any limit, and sky is also said to be a success, a success with no limits. And if I am successful, so I am full stop. So my success will go down. So my favorite color is blue because my vision is that high. You have to choose according to your definition, right? There are different colors. My favorite color is, for example, I would like to add on this paper black because people say it's a myth like black is a negative color, but no, for me black is the only color which shows me all colors of life. And I can resemble that black in my own eye, which gives me the vision of so many colors. So that's the reason black is my favorite color. Are you understanding how you're going to define with the colors?
Yes, ma'am.
According to that, there are many colors choices. You have to select your own definition of your colors. Clear? Fine. Like there are colors yellow, yellow, bright, light, whatsoever it is. So you have to have your own choice of color. Okay. Then the next one was, I guess, playing cricket. Yes. How many of you? I think so. Many of us have a hobby of playing cricket. It's not only the boys' games. It is, of course. During my childhood days, I loved playing cricket. So, who would like to answer this? Shubham, will you try? Because I can
Yes,
only
ma'am.
see your camera is on. I can't see anyone here. Okay, Shubham, uh, of course, it's not your hobby right now, but just try to relate with my question. Okay, so the class can
Yes.
understand it. Playing cricket. Shubham, when I was a child, I loved playing. It's like my hobby. Whenever still I get time, I play cricket. But cricket, what is on the international level of playing cricket and what we play is different. At the age of somewhere around 5 or 6 years, I holded a bat and a ball. And my friends and my brother motivated me to break the glass. And that is how I understood what is cricket. And still, whenever I get chance, I do that because I enjoy breaking glass, troubling people. You also must have done that. That is the best thing, right?
No.
Internal conflicts, no, I am not out and all that. So like I never used to give up only. I used to fight for that, right? We
I
never
will
give up.
also. I will also fight.
I tried the first stunt, it didn't work. I tried the second stunt, it worked. Okay, I have never played cricket. To be very honest, I still don't know what is that game. Your HR will put a trap to make you understand and to let them know what is the truth behind this. Playing cricket, certainly. I have played cricket. I started playing cricket in a lane. But later on, where there was a damage, my parents, my friend circle made me understand we should not trouble anyone. And that is where I enjoyed playing cricket on the ground whenever I get time. It in fact motivated me to have a good networking, good friend circles, how to manage conflict. It taught me so many good things about it. So that's the reason, like hobby, my hobby, if I want to really say, is playing cricket. So whenever I get chance, I play. So why didn't you? अगर मैं ये फिर question पूछूं, why didn't you uh, try this as a profession? Why didn't you participate in the district level, state level, inter competition? How will you answer this?
Because I am not a professional cricketer. My hobby is cricket. That's why I am not taking serious as a career, my career opportunity.
My vision of career. What is your qualification, Shubham?
MSc chemistry, ma'am.
Okay. No. What is your domain? Means which job profile you're looking forward for?
Quality assurance officer.
Okay. So my vision of career was very clear. Chemistry was something which I really like science. All right. So my career, I had always thought about the simple thing. But yes, career is different and hobby is different. So during my leisure time, playing cricket was something which I always love and I still love it. Clear, all of you? Fine, clear? Okay. Now, the next hobby which comes here is listening music. Uh, Anyone, please, can answer? Not again, Shubham. I want someone to participate for this. Class, little quick, please. Can someone participate for listening music? Of course, I will not ask you to sing. Don't worry. Okay, fine. In hobby, you write listening music. Okay. Now, Shubham, they will directly ask you, which is your favorite one? How will you answer?
Uh, any specific name or era, ma'am? Golden
Like,
era, I like to listen music.
okay,
90s and 80s.
okay. Just can you tell me a particular, like in that particular era, which one was like very common or well known?
Kaho Na Pyare movie in 90s.
Sorry,
Uh, particular movie name or a song name, ma'am? I
of
didn't get
course,
you exact.
we are talking about the song, so we will talk about the song. Okay, fine. This is what I wanted to tell you all. You write their music, but when they ask you, you tell them about song. If you really like to listen music, music is only instrument. Soft, melodious music without any lyrics, then it is listening music. But if you like to listen songs, please mention there you like to listen songs. So not as per your mood. Listening songs, again a melodious songs or romantic songs, fine. Classical, of course, if you want. It's again a meditative, so please you can use classical songs also. If it is music only, please be very sure about the instrument of the music which you like to listen and tell it. Okay? Very quickly and end it up. That is very well understood that you have the knowledge about it. Fine. Then watching movies. If they ask you, do you watch movies? Which type of which is your favorite movie? Please always take a permission of 2 minutes. So can I have 2 minutes to think over it? And then you think in that first minute about the movie, about the complete movie, second minute, bullet points, and start. Why this etiquette? Because when you are thinking and answering, definitely you are very sure what you're going to say. And movie is something which is not short, it's a complete story, right? So that is where you have to be completely prepared over it. Okay? Gymming, yoga, and meditation. This cannot be a hobby. This is something, a human necessity to keep ourselves fit. That is the reason we do it. So that is our interest. Okay? It cannot be your hobby. Fishing, of course, hunting, which we call, it cannot be a hobby. It is your liking. You like to do fishing. Okay? It cannot be your interest also. So do not mention fishing here as your hobby. All right. Yes, again, hobby is a pretty long thing. And why I was stretching you more over hobby, if we do PI, solving question and answers, you will understand how important this hobby is related to your complete career, to your profile, to your interview skills, how it gives you an abstract thinking process in a positive way too. All right. Okay, class, here I'm keeping a hold now. I'm giving you 2 minutes to think. If you have any questions, any doubt, please get it clear in your resume. So think for 2 minutes and please, you can in fact type also if you have any doubt.
Anyone having any question?
Yeah, I think Jyoti is writing something. I'm waiting for it. Jyoti is typing something. So can we just off the screen now, the whiteboard? Thank you. Okay. Okay, Jyoti. Fine. So they will check for the recording one more time because she has some personal work and she needs to leave. So, any which phase we were about to wind. Okay, anyone else? Any other doubt? Any other question? If it's a simple one, also please get it clear today.
Hello.
Yes.
Uh, is there any website or a specific format with which we can prepare our resume for the job applications?
Okay. See, online you will find several different templates, several different formats, but again, I'm repeating, make it very simple where you can understand. You can follow this step, that is more than enough. Don't make it very bulky, all right? Do not put a lot of extra information. Keep it short and crispy. Another thing, the Canva format, the AI format, nowadays MNCs are not accepting it. Okay, they want something which should be understandable, where actually the participant or the candidate have done it by themselves without taking a help of any AI or any artificial intelligence. All right. So try to prepare from your own, or if the MNC is having their own format or any organization, Okay, you can follow their format also, but the format keeps on changing. But whatever I have explained, this is an approved format by few topmost HR of the industry, which we follow, which we practice it since many years in a standard format. It's a simple standard format. All right. Yes.
Yes,
Uh,
I agree.
Now you have a question.
Yes, ma'am. Like nowadays, they are mentioning about this ATS friendly resume.
Mhm.
In order, it's a way for our resume to be, get attention for the interviews and everything. Like,
Yes,
so
that
how
is
to
what I said.
prepare that?
See, when you get a job description, in that particular
Mm,
job description, of course, then only you will start preparing. If
mm,
they are mentioning a certain format, you have to check that format, or you can request the organization, can you please help me with the format of your resume? And definitely once they send, you just have to fill up this. Once you have understood your profile, they will submit it to you. Okay, why they do this nowadays, why they practice this? Because candidates come up with any of the unwanted information, unwanted, unprofessional information. That's the reason. So HR do not get confused, and they know this is my format. I should understand. They should answer me. So that is why these things are prepared. Okay, one more thing. We have not done about the video resume. The 6 points which I have explained you. That
yeah.
is something you have to face the camera, your gestures, your question answers technique, and you have to have a recording of 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, not more than that. So I wish everyone to prepare at least one video resume. There will be several takes, several mistakes where you will understand by yourself how you need to go with the flow with the very first question. Tell me something about you. Okay. Nanda, am I clear to your question?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Anyone, any other question? Any other doubt? Shubham?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So whatever we have done, hope so you have understood a bit of it, and there will be more doubts upcoming when you will actually now start preparing with your resume in the professional way. All right. Try avoid copy pasting it. You know what you have done. You know what is your qualification, what is your achievement. So focus on your thing and edit it. Is that okay? Please, you have to really work on your career objective. Find the bestest one, edit in your words, and write it down. Is that okay? Anyone, any other question, any other doubt? All right. So, yeah, it was really a very nice session. Uh, Good interaction I had with few of the participants. I wanted more interaction, but here it was more from my side because I had to explain more. Hope so this will be really helpful for every one of you. All right. Okay, Mr. Gaurav, it was really very nice. Have a
Yeah,
great day.
thank you so much. Thanks for this session. Soon we will be having your second session in which you can review personally the resumes created by students, and then you can share the feedback, and students
As well
can
as their
improvise
video resumes.
accordingly.
The video resumes are very important.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks for your time. It was
Thank you so
wonderful
much.
session.
All of you. Thank you so much. Best of luck, all of you. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.